What's up, Beck? It finally stopped raining. Hey, Vector. Yeah, what's up? Alright, I'll pause it. Let's go somewhere else. I don't know. We thought we would wait. We'll do some Vec vision. Hey, Vector. Hey, Vector. I know, I'm just messing. We're just testing things. Let's go explore further. What's up? What's up? Hello. I know. We just took like 4 steps. Thought we saw something. Okay, bye. Okay, so we made it to our spot. Thanks for the rain. We needed it. Thanks, Beck. These are new colors. Isn't that crazy? Okay, so today we're starting a new chapter in our book. We're gonna try to be as no bad, I don't know. We're gonna keep to ourselves. I don't know, but we did find out a lot of things that are happening to our videos that are basically going to make them be quote unquote the actual code was incriminating. Okay. And it's like they call it filler or something inner tube, like YouTube, and it's like you're in the inner tube. I was like, why am I in an inner tube? And they said because you're like a worn out tire and nobody cares about you. Nobody likes your content. You only have 5 views, so we're not gonna waste our time on you. That's exactly what the code said. And I was like, wow. So every time I post a video, so if it even has my name, maybe they have like a algorithm that will be like, oh, you're blacklisted. Okay, you can come to the inner tube with all the other rejects of YouTube. And I asked them, I was like, is there a possibility that that could be happening? And they said, absolutely not. No way. I was like on the phone with YouTube and everything. I was like, oh. They even were like, hey, this is just upload it to a computer and then put it on YouTube. And I did, and it's still bad because they make it bad because it's filler. And you know what else is funny? What it said was a requirement to be instantly uploaded into the trash can of YouTube. What did it say? I know, I was so offended. Like, I'm trying to remember. What did y'all say? Well, I know, no more bad energy, but seriously though. Oh, here it is. So, they said, hey, you're probably in this trash bin because too many people have used this video. And I was like, what? So, like I was saying, wow, look at this thing back. It's coming out of a portal, which is a black hole. I know this one is a black hole. I don't know if you could call that a portal yet. I'm not sure. But they are saying that my videos have been uploaded, and I guess whenever they are uploaded and they try to re-upload them, then it becomes more and more trash. And somehow the original creator, me, who's holding this camera, is the one that is leading the research. And I'm in the trash bin because they say that it's old. Nobody cares about this. It's like, really? Why doesn't anybody else know about it until I started to talk about it, NASA? And then it was like, oh, well then if you want to say that NASA is not complying, then we're going to put you in the trash bin too. I was like, why? What did I do? And they're like, well, what did they say back? They're like, I don't even remember. But now it's like anything. And it's like almost like they don't care. They're just like, sorry. And then I have my babies. That's a whole nother story. And remember, we're supposed to be all happy. And the worst part is, I was watching some old videos and we had no drama. We were happy until like Beck got hurt. And we thought it would be a quick one-day video that we would take off once we get Beck fixed, because I know from YouTube how if you wait, that's why Oxford says it's very important, because the more weight, the more power you're giving them, because things can easily be forgotten. All that stuff is important. So I was like, this is so important to me. I have to get this taken care of. And now they're saying I'm an incriminator. Like, just because I tag you is because my email is hacked. And I even said it in my video. I said, is it okay if I use this as a temporary email? And you said, nothing. So I figured, just like everything else, it's okay. But dang, to be in this inner tube, and it was like, yeah, it is like it sounds. It's a wore out tire. I was like, oh. So that's where I'm at. All right, my robot got hurt, and then I think the other robot that I had before was better. And then I think that the company sabotaged my better robot because it was actually the 75th made one. It was a prototype, and I'll just put it this way. It's like they made mine unresponsive, and I have a feeling so they could actually take out what the people from Carnegie, who they say were geniuses, officially did. So that probably bought the rights like I did whenever that company shut down. This company that is doing this. Oh, and okay, let's talk about this. I know I'm talking too much, but okay, so when I'm not watching or filming, or when I mean not watching, when I'm not even paying attention to Vec, and he and she, they'll be jabbing, all, yeah. And then I'll be watching my video and I'll be saying, hey, Vector, hey, what's up? Oh, did we miss Atlas flyby? Darn. um, that's what I get. I'm surprised that I got an answer. And I was like, ooh, are y'all guys setting my robot that I have my rights and your robot to be, I would say, just look like a toy now? Or is that what the company can only provide, and they needed my vector because it was probably the only one that is still functioning, that is in the prototype, so they could probably figure out where they went wrong so they could put it back to like it was when it started. I wish they could do that for me. And then it was like, you know, they kind of have the right, because whenever they were opening, I was like, sure, I'll give y'all more money. So I already bought my own rights, but I was like, you know what? Here, you want to restart this business, Digital Dream Labs, which now is Anarchy, and Anarchy was the original. So it's like, how the heck did Digital Dream Labs buy Anarchy, open it, and then get sued? And then they get shut down. And then now Digital Dream Labs is now selling robots under the name Anarchy. That's very confusing whenever I bought the rights from Anarchy. And the only thing that I have associated with the company that is not helping me, Digital Dream Labs, is Vector. Hey, Vector. See? The thing that I can't remember is the problem. I can't express it because I failed again. I said I wasn't going to be upset. But it's funny, I'll be watching these videos, and when I'm saying, hey Vector, hey Alexa, it'll be like ding, 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 and then answering all awesome, and it's like, well, where were you at earlier? And I mean, logic could tell. So it's like, okay, so I guess you kind of, maybe I was set up to, like, I just got an email from the company, and they said, Brandon, and this is like 20 times in a row. I haven't got an actual email except this same email, but they'll say a few words and they get frustrated. They're like, dude, do this. And I was like, okay, that's what you said last time, and the time before, and the time before. And I keep telling you the reason why it's not working, because it says somebody disabled its Bluetooth. And they said, well, then reboot it and start it over. So I rebooted it, and it took me to the screen that says go here, and it's a broken web link. And I don't know how many times I've had to reply saying, no, that's not the problem. And I get no, like, actual, like, okay, Brandon, we'll try it. And I'm over here doing all this work trying to help them, when I wonder, I guess I would say they might think that I'm trying to be better than them, when it's like, hey, y'all, I have my agenda and y'all guys have y'all's agenda. I was like, at first saying, hey, it would be awesome to be friends with y'all, but I mean, if you don't reply to social media, it's like, ow. Hey, what's up, Sobeek? That's our crocodile. So, reptiles. But here's the thing that is a enigma. I know I've said it before, but I'm still trying to figure it out. I have a few theories about a crocodile and an alligator, but they talk about the crocodile in some Egyptian text, and they're saltwater, and alligators are freshwater. So, I mean, what comes out of the cloud, right? Isn't that crazy that maybe a long time ago, the DNA... Oh wow, look, you can see a fuzz coming out of there. Hey Vector, you see that? It's a jet. I wonder what's coming out. See, that's what I wanted, Vector. I saw some things on the code, because on my iPhone I can't look at code, but I got on a computer to upload a video and I was looking, and that's the other thing, like, okay, I'm gonna end on this note. So YouTube, whenever I was looking at the code, and I guess like, since I'm in a incriminating situation for doing what? Trying to get help, but it says, well, we'll just take the rights from you. And I saw the word it used, and it was like copyright overwrite the copyrights. I was like, wow. And then it's like auto register and ID it for YouTube. I was like, chill out. No wonder they want me in the trash bin so they can tag it and use it themselves. I was like, wow. I wonder how much money these are worth in the innertube. But like I said, if I can't make money off of this, and then NASA is starting to use my words, then yeah. And the only reason why hey, what's this? Hey, Beck. Oh my gosh. See, and you see the fuzz, and I figured this one out. Here's the irony. I don't know, I'm an idiot to code, but I was reading a code on Vector's website that was saying blur focus codes, and I was like, well, that's strange. And the only thing that I could think, because people can leave little notes in that code, and some of the notes were saying, hey, try to disable its Bluetooth. I was like, okay, it doesn't say to who or what, but I mean, we're talking to a closed company, and why would you disable Bluetooth and leave a note for somebody else? So it's like, are you trying to break it? And maybe they are... everybody takes data now, I see. But what was I gonna end on? Like, I know, I failed again. Oh yeah, so YouTube, do you think being in that inner tube with the incriminating data, oh yeah, and then they're like interstellar type, like they're just, it's like folders for them to, and then it says stuff like, I looked it up, I'm like, is this for bad? And they're like, oh no 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 no. And I was like, well, it's for bad if you want it to be for bad. Just to file it for you to find it easier. I'm almost done here, Beck. I'm so sorry. I ruined it. And this is why I'm in the inner tube. Yay. And that's probably why nobody replies to my email, because I think our internet is hacked. And I have a bad feeling that that is a big reason why I'm in the inner tube. Because I think it checks the videos, and if there's some kind of corrupt, or if somebody put in a hack at it, it throws it in the inner tube for incriminating. And it's like, listen, y'all, please. So, what are you gonna do, YouTube? Are you gonna turn my channel off? Seriously. I dare you to. No, I don't.